Mountain, a Hearthstone adventure!
Hello everybody and welcome back to Blackrock Mountain, Wing 5, Boss 4, the last one there is. This is the Paladin deck that we used to be able to take out NEFARIAN, again. And it was tricky, it was very close, but I think I managed to do it first time with this deck. So, good luck. I hope you can do it as well. NEFARIAN! Again. Like that. Okay. So we got a True Silver, we got Harrison Jones, and we got Elder Peacekeeper. Harrison Jones is for the Phase 2, so when he brings out it next year, if you haven't done it already, then when you take out his armor, he flips up, turns into it next year with a fucking 3/6 weapon or something like that. It's pretty daunting. Okay, so it's usually Soul Fires first turn, and that's fine, especially when it's a minion that's like not hugely important. And Shielded Minibot is really awesome with this as well, because he's got a card that's called Lava Burst or something like that, and it deals 2 damage to all minions, and that can actually be horrible for him as well, because obviously he's got the 4/2 minions that he can summon with his hero power. So I did Elder Peacekeeper onto one of the 4/2s, and I put the Divine Shield into the other one, meaning that he couldn't actually kill our stuff. Now I don't know why he did that, because he could have at least attacked face before he did the Shadow Flame, but I mean, it's the AI. Don't ask me. Just don't ask me. Okay, so he does another 5 damage to face, and he's got his more bone minions. Now, equalities are pretty awesome, but in this case, we won't really need to equality, do we? He does run Power Overwhelming as well, so if you're wondering why he's running eggs without any buffs, he does have buffs. So just bear that in mind, that he does have the Power Overwhelmings, and he does obviously run Shadow Flame, so we could Power Overwhelming, attack phase, Shadow Flame, which is what a typical Warlock would do anyway. So yeah, that's pretty, it's pretty devastating, really, to be honest. And I don't think we actually drew into a Consecrate yet, which would have been quite useful, because Consecrates are something you're going to want to have, especially when he fills his board up with 4 attack minions that have 2 health. Yeah, it's going to be quite tricky. So equality is quite awesome here, so we could have done the equality and Piloted Shredder, which is, yeah, that's what I did. And Piloted Shredder down, so we can throw him into there, and we can just throw stuff into the other stuff so that he can actually kill our Shredder, and then we've got ball control again. So, equality is pretty awesome, and you're going to want to do that with as little minions on your side of the board as possible. So, well, you need minions on your side of the board so that you can take out his minions on his side of the board, unless you've got Consecrate, obviously. And remember that you can actually take a bit of a beating. If you have 6 health when you're on Elixir, then you'll be alright. As long as you take out Elixir's weapon and you have a bunch of taunts up and stuff like that. Because when he's in Elixir form, NEFARIAN is up flying around, and each turn he's going to deal 1 additional damage. So first turn, 1 damage, second turn, 2 damage, third turn, 3 damage, you know, it goes along with that. So equality would be amazing right now. I can't remember what I actually drew into, because it was ages ago that I actually did this. I did this like 2 days after the actual wing came out. I just sat down and did it in a big old session. So we did Dragon's Breath on there for some reason, because I don't know why. But I suppose that if you didn't know I had a way to take it out, then yellow swag. Okay, so we actually got really unlucky with the Boombot as well, because we could have done with that, taking out one of the other ones, but hey ho, what are you gonna do? Nothing, not really. So we're gonna throw the 3/2 into the 4/2, and at least then he can take out the Divine Shield of Tyrion, and then he could throw the other one into it as well, be left on 2 health, and it'll be, you know, it'll be fine. I believe that he is an asshole here. Did he be an asshole here? Yes, he was an asshole here. There you go, he did Dragon's Breath on there, which I personally think I would have done it onto Dr. Boom, because if it triggers the Death Rattle, I'm gonna lose 1 damage. But if he did it the other way around, I would have lost 7 damage on my side of the board, which would have been a lot better. Consecrate's awesome here as well. There you go. Fine. And then we can use the weapon to go into the 4/4, and then we've got ball control again. We can do a guy and a shielded minibot, which is pretty awesome. Especially shielded minibot. I think he does it after this turn, that he does the 2 damage to all minions. Dragon Crusher. No, he didn't do it. Did he not play it? Yeah, there you go. Lava. 2 damage to all minions. So I don't know why he played his minion before he did that, but oh, what are you gonna do? It kind of helps us. Now he's done that. Dr. Beam was on 1 health minion. We can just throw it into the 9-7, which is pretty awesome and very convenient actually. That he didn't actually manage to take that out. So I haven't been purposely attacking face because, as I said before, when his armor goes down, he has no armor. It triggers the Inixia phase 2 to initiate, which is kind of frustrating. So we're going to want a decent amount of damage on our board to start with, and having Harrison Jones in hand is really good because as soon as the Inixia comes out, you can attack 1 turn, but we'll be able to protect ourselves from the damage of the weapon because of this Sludge Belcher, and then we can follow that up with the Harrison Jones and draw into 5 cards, I think we did. Because it has 6 durability. He attacked once, so that's 5 durability. So, weapon into the 3-5, and then I believe I just went face. I think I got rid of his armor this turn. Did I? I was thinking really hard. So I attack with the lesser minion first, because then we can get a bit more damage on NEFARIAN. So if we were attacked with 4 attack minion first, then Inixia would come out, and we'd do 1 less damage onto NEFARIAN, because his armor would go and then he'd fly up and bugger off like that.
The creation, rise, sister, rise, Inixia!
Oh, you said it too slow. I said it too fast. So he's got a 2-6 weapon. I mean, it's not a huge weapon. I thought it was bigger than that. It's not a huge weapon, but it's still something that's going to be really annoying, because you can use it for minion removal, or you can use it to attack your face. So we actually took out the Sludge Belcher, which is fine. Also, what you got to bear in mind is that you don't want to fill up your board too much with minions that you actually want to keep. So the Death Route stuff, like the Piloted Shredder, is going to be really helpful, because when Inixia dies, NEFARIAN comes back down again and kills all you guys. Yeah, so Death Rattle things are pretty awesome. Other than like Sylvanas, which is a Death Rattle effect rather than a Death Rattle bring out a minion. So, yes, I think we went face, because the quicker you can get Inixia out of the way, the better really, because if I didn't kill him next turn, then he would have killed me with the fireballs that he does, because this turn he'll do 2, and in turn after he'll do 3, which means that that's 5 damage to my face. So, bam, 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 and bam. So I've got the Quartermasters in hand as well with 3 guys on the board, which is well, it's going to be a really good combo because we can actually kill him that way. So we drew into another Quartermaster, but bear in mind, like I said before, we don't really want to fill up our board with awesome stuff. So the quicker we can take care of the damage to a face without getting our minions killed, the better. So I was really considering this turn whether I should actually use the Quartermaster, because obviously that's a Quartermaster that's gone. And we only have 2 Quartermasters, and they're really good for big combos and stuff. So I was trying to work out a way that we could get lethal onto Inixia without actually using the Quartermaster. But I think I worked it out. I could have used the Consecrator to get the 2 extra damage. But if I did that, then that's a Consecrate wasted against NEFARIAN's hero ability, which isn't great for us. Really, is it? No, it's not. Because with NEFARIAN's ability, we're going to want the Consecrates. We are going to desperately want the Consecrates, okay? Yeah.
Will not die!
And then there you go, and everything's dead. All of our stuff is dead. But we get an egg, which was pretty awesome. It was pretty cool. But we haven't got any ways of actually buffing stuff, which is kind of frustrating. I can't remember what he did here, but I think he took out all my guys. Did he take out all my guys? I think he did Power Overwhelming. No, he didn't. He did Shadow Flame, yeah. He did Shadow Flame and took out all my guys. But we get the 4-4 out of it. And, like I mentioned before, we have the Consecrate. So you have to bear in mind that those Dragon Eggs are going to be really annoying. Because if you have Consecrate, he's going to get 2-1 out of it. So if you take out the Dragon Egg first, which I think I do here. So you just throw your minion into the Dragon Egg, trigger its effect, get out the 2-1, and then Consecrate, and you've actually cleared it fine. So Marnie Berserker is pretty good as well, because that lava 2 damage to all is an enraged thing, because it doesn't actually have enough damage to kill it straight away. And Acid Swamp Oozes are pretty awesome as well, because they can take out the weapon if you don't have Harrison Jones. So that's a 3 cards in the entire deck that can actually deal with the weapon. And it's only a Nixia that actually runs weapons, so bear that in mind. If you've already used Harrison Jones, if you've already taken out a Nixia, then you can use the Acid Swamp Oozes and Harrison Jones to be able to use them as just minions. Use them as a bit of removal, and yeah, it'll be lovely jobbly. So, I was about to use most of the battle without using my weapon, which is probably better to attack with the weapon that you had before rather than throwing shit into shit. Don't know what that means. I apologise. Okay, right. So we're gonna throw the 4-1 and the 3-1 into them. You probably think, why would I do that when I had 2-3 damage minions down? But it's because they had 1 health, and that's really easy to get rid of. So you could have threw into the lava again, and that would have killed them off anyway. So I'd rather spend the minions with 1 health than lose them possibly the turn after anyway. And in this case, it wouldn't have actually helped if we had 1 extra damage, because those minions have 2 health, and Chromagus is kind of annoying. But we've got Sludge Belcher, which protects us. So Sludge Belcher and then 2 minions into the 4/2s, which is perfectly fine. Mind Control Tech is really awesome in this as well, because he's going to summon at least 2 minions per turn. And they're fairly hefty minions as well, the 4/2s. And I mean, they're easy to be able to throw into stuff and just kill, like, other things. And I think next turn we have Lethal, because he throws Chromagus into the Taunt. And then we've got a shot to the damage. What did he get? So 2 bone minions. I think that's it. And then he threw down Volcanic Drake. Yeah, that's it. And then that's lethal. So we have 11, 12, 13, 14 damage right there. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you do it. So I killed off this. I don't know. There's no point doing this, really. I was just trying to get Chromagus and see what I could get. But never mind. That's lethal. And yes, it's pretty awesome. And then because we've done all of the heroics now, all of them, of Blackrock Mountain, we can get the amazing heroic card back. Oh, I love it. I've been using it ever since. It's so cool. It's been about a month since I got this, so that's pretty awesome. No, it's not been a month. A bloody month. Couple weeks? 2 weeks? Week maybe? 2 weeks? I don't know. But that's all the heroics done. If you followed through all the videos that I have done, then you will be here already as well. So, I hope you found this helpful, and I hope you come and join us on the Hearthstone live streams and everything like that. We'll be back to playing rankers and arenas and stuff like that next week. So, enjoy this later, guys. Bye! It's literally a rocket launcher.
Basically, yeah. And it has like 1 or 2. Bloody hell, shut up!
I know, it's really annoying.
It basically has like 1 or 2 explode like bombs in it, and then you have to recharge it with like rails and redstone and stuff. So it's quite expensive.
Okay.
I've never actually properly used it.
What the hell? What was that?